the Kenobi series was released on Disney Plus, and I'm gonna react to it right here on this channel today and give you the filmmaker's perspective on this series. Yeah, I feel like the use of wide shots is very common in, like, you know, sci-fi, just because, like, you really want to show off that landscape that you're creating, the worlds, the planets, and mixed with close-ups, of course. Imagine the costume design alone for this. Why is that such a high perspective shot? Finally, he's fighting. And he's very rusty. Is he gonna find someone else? Oh.
Let go of me! Wait! Let go!
She doesn't know who he is. Does she know who he is?
Who are you?
No.
Your father sent me. Now, if anyone asks, we're farmers from Tall, and you're my daughter.
Granddaughter, maybe.
Oh my goodness. Yep, he hasn't used his lightsaber at all up until this point.
Make me float.
What?
I want to float.
No.
But they also have to shoot a lot of wide shots to show both of them in the same. Because she's so short.
Leia, listen.
How do I know you're not the real kidnapper?
You have to trust me, Leia.
You aren't a Jedi.
Your father is a very old friend.
I don't believe you.
Leia. Leia!
That was a good turn of events. It's an interesting shot. You have a high perspective to portray the height of the ladder. She's got the float. He's got the... This is too predictable. She's gonna jump and then not make it, and he's gonna make her float. And then she's gonna believe him because he's actually a Jedi. That's an extreme close-up right there. Make her float. We already know you're gonna do it. Or maybe he can't. What if he can't? That'd be such... There was good setup for that scene, as in, you know, Leia was talking about make me fly, like, it made it obvious when the moment came that she was falling off that he was probably gonna make her fly. But I think it would have been very interesting because it was very predictable. Because I predicted it. It would have been interesting if he tried to use the Force and for some reason, like, he didn't have the ability to use the Force, and she falls, but, like, she falls on some kind of, like, canopy, and that, like, prevents her from, like, getting hurt. And then we have this setup to this story of, you know, Obi-Wan having to, you know, relearn using the Force, or, like, figure out why that ability has been blocked for him. So... yeah, I had good setup, but then I'm like, you probably could have set up something even bigger that kind of, you know, leads the story along a little bit more. Comment down what you think. Do you like the way it was written? Or do you think they should have done what I said? You are a Jedi.
You really are a Jedi.
Come on. Come on. Give us something shocking. It's good. It's a little predictable. I feel like I predicted everything so far.
Who are you?
Why is he helping him? Did she just read his mind? I am going to go on a little bit of a rant here. I apologize if you disagree with what I'm going to say. I did find it a little annoying that in the sequels, they created like new superpowers with the Force that had never been used before. In order to tell a good story when you're dealing with people with certain powers and certain abilities, there's the invincibility argument, meaning that your protagonist and your antagonist do not need to be invincible. The meat of a story is the struggle, right? You see the hero struggling. The biggest piece of advice in storytelling is not to create heroes and villains that are invincible. You're not telling a good story. You're gonna create a situation where the audience is like, well, I already know the outcome. You don't want them to know the outcome, the full outcome of the story before it comes. If you want a really good example of this, watch the original Matrix movie and then watch the second Matrix movie. I think this is one of the best example of the invincibility argument. In the first Matrix movie, we see, a character who doesn't have the superhero ability of, understanding the Matrix, and he's not nearly invincible at all. By the second, he's literally fighting off an army of one guy, there's literally like hundreds of this one guy coming right at him, yet he never even struggles. And I love the Matrix to death, right? It's a great concept and I love it, but like the second Matrix movie, I was just like, are you serious? Having a hero that struggles is not necessarily a bad thing. It's more interesting because you're like sitting on the edge of your seats and you're like, are they gonna win? Are they gonna win? Keep that in mind when designing heroes and villains in your stories. Do not make them invincible. Put limits to your superpowers. If you create superpowers to begin with, don't just add new ones in. The audience is going to be looking at it and be like, oh, well, they're just going to kind of write in some new superpower that kind of helps the situation. Don't do that. Create your limits, create your story, and stick to it.
She died a long time ago.
Dang.
I'm sorry.
How do you tell a little girl you're talking about her mom? Wow, look at that. What kind of Citizen Kane? That was a really, really low perspective shot. Are we finally gonna get a lightsaber battle? Should give us one. Come on, give us a taste of what's to come.
Lord Vader will be pleased.
Oh, he doesn't.
He's alive, Obi-Wan.
I didn't even think about that, actually. I'm dumb.
Anakin Skywalker is alive.
I didn't even think about him not knowing that. Come on, give us a lightsaber battle. Goodness, they're making us wait for it so much here. Aw, man, he got away. I feel like I should be rooting for him. But I want a lightsaber battle. I guess the payoff was him learning about Vader. Did he just like contact him using the Force? Dang. That was a pretty cool ending. Not complaining about that at all. Oh man, but it's over! Following the Friday premiere, new episodes of Obi-Wan will then be released on Wednesdays at 12 a.m. Pacific time and then 3 a.m. Eastern. Come on. Really? So us on the eastern side of the coast have to wait till 3 a.m. to watch it? So if I was going to react to the minute it comes out, I have to wait till 3 a.m.? It's 4 a.m. right now, so I mean, I'll just basically be doing the same thing. I think that's a pretty good ending. I don't know why it didn't occur to me that Obi-Wan had no idea that Anakin was still alive and was Darth Vader. That just didn't occur to me. I wish we kind of did get a little taste of a lightsaber battle, but I think they're kind of saving that to that'd be like a big moment where he finally, just fully being a Jedi again. So I think we'll have to wait for that for a later episode, unfortunately. But I hope you enjoyed this reaction and got a few tips about filmmaking out of this reaction, and kind of like more of the storytelling aspects and a little bit of the cinematography. Remember to get this video to 500 likes if you want me to make my own Star Wars fan film in just 3 days as a special challenge. Regardless of wherever the world takes you next, it doesn't matter. Go and make your series that you invented when you were 10, because remember, George Lucas was 10 years old when he invented Star Wars, and look at where that amazing idea took him. So go out and make your ideas, but wherever the world takes you next, it does not matter, because it's our turn to make it happen.